Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's day is going well. I just wanted to bring you guys a different kind of video today. It's not going to be one that I'm going to be basically focusing on gameplay or funny moments or anything like that. So if you guys don't want to know what I have for the future of streaming and on my YouTube channel and everything else of my social medias, make sure you stay by. You know, um, I just want to say thank you guys all for being supportive and patient with me on not being able to stream as much and, record, playing with you guys. Like, I missed you guys, but it's been kind of tough for me to keep up, and I'll explain why. And yeah. So, when I was doing consistent streaming back in, like, I think September, I I started feeling down for a reason. I'm just gonna keep that private. I'm gonna say everything else, but this video is gonna be that you know that like that why I haven't been streaming and what's my plans for the future for streaming and YouTube. And so around September, I started feeling really down because I was heartbroken by something, and it really put me down. And it was a reason why was because my mom, she was pregnant, and she was rushed to the hospital. I had to take her in, and she was really in pain. I'm not gonna describe every detail of it because it's kind of gross and it's kind of personal, but I'm gonna explain as much as I can so you guys can kind of understand. But she was in all that pain, and she stayed there mostly all the night. I took her, and from there, the doctors told her that she was gonna be okay, the baby was gonna be okay, and it it just got worse over time. My mom started having like really bad stomach aches. She started feeling really sick, really tired, so she would get home from work and then she would just like lay down in bed. She didn't want to do anything. Till one night I was streaming, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I was streaming my 2 years of streaming. So it was back in October 14th. So like the 14th, 16th, one of those two. But I think it was officially the 16th. So around October 16th, I had to get off streaming after like my 1 hour, I think, of streaming and rush my mom to the hospital. It was very, very saddening to hear the news because my mom was dealing with a lot, and she lost the baby. So, you know, it was heartbreaking seeing my mom in such pain, and seeing her and having to be strong for her because like she has her boyfriend, you know, but being there as like a daughter, and like I don't have kids, but seeing her, how she raised us, how I treated her when I was younger, and seeing her in such pain, seeing that she had lost a child, it's very heartbreaking. And I only explained this to some certain people, but I want to explain what happened and why I haven't been able to stream or record as much, because I've been there for her, because she constantly reminds me, and this happened back in October, and she she's up to date. Like, I'm filming this video on the 16th of January. She still constantly reminds her. It's like, oh, I would have had my baby. And, sometimes people are like, oh, you're selfish. It's like, you have other kids, but it's like, it's still a child that you lose. So I've always been there for her, and I want to be there for her. So that's why I took time off. And she was also dying on me. So my mom was really, really sick. She was basically dying. She had some what was it? She had some like water in her lungs, and they had to keep her monitoring her and checking her heart because her heart was gonna probably fail. So and she needed a blood transfusion, and I'm not gonna say the religion, but we have this thing where we can't accept blood, and please respect that, you know, I will explain that. But she was basically dying on me, and it was just like heartbreaking because it was like every day I would just like come home and I'd be streaming, but like deep down I just like wanted to like constantly start crying, and I just didn't want to bring that to you guys. Like, even though I want to be like like this real honest person, is like I just don't want to bring you guys down because I know you guys have your own problems, and I don't want my stream to just be plain out just like sadness and feeling like sorry like for me, even though it's like I appreciate all of you guys asking like how my mom was and like how I'm doing. And my dad's family was there. Sadly my mom's family weren't there, so you know, she really just had my brother, myself, and my mom's boyfriend, who's you know, his name is Adelfo, and sometimes you'll hear him call him Patron. It's his nickname. But yeah, the reason why I was gone for such a long time is because I was taking care of my mom. She came out of the hospital. She was fine. You know, she was kind of saddened about, you know, losing, you know, the baby, because she was like, I think 2-3 months in. So you know, it was kind of heartbreaking to see that. But she came home. I was cleaning, I was cooking for her, I was making sure she was okay for like a whole week. So it was like, it was kind of tough for me to continue on streaming and recording because I was like, I had no motivation. And you know, my mom was like, no, no, you go do your own things, you know, it's fine. But it's like, I just really wanted to help her because it was like, I need to be that daughter, and I prefer doing that over streaming and recording, as much as that it sounds like terrible. But it was like my mom is there first. It's like my mom, my dad, and my brother are there first. Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't start streaming and recording. But that's not the only reason. Trust me. Okay, I'm not trying to laugh it off or anything, but like we're doing better. You know, we're doing much better. My mom's a little bit happier now. She's constantly reminded of the baby that she was gonna have. But you know, we're always there. My brother and I are always there for her, so you know, she's there. Um, but the other reason was because I was in school, and most of you probably do know like most of my story of it. But this is a story that isn't easy to say for me, like to expose myself like this, you know. Um, I've told my closest best friends, and they're all happy for me, or they're like, "Oh, I knew," kind of, because you kind of like hinted at it or anything like that. But honestly, it's because I've been in school. So, as most of you know, or some of you know, I was really depressed and very, very, very stubborn when going to school. So what happened was when I was going when I was going to school, I would basically ditch. So I don't recommend anyone doing this, but I would ditch school. And how would I ditch school is because I had a knee problem. And so like most of the time I would say like, oh, my knee hurts, and I like go to the hospital because I got injured, and it was just like the excuse, and my dad would pick me up, and my mom would be like, no, you have to go to school, blah blah blah. And the thing is because I hated school. I hated school. I was so depressed. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't know what to do with my life because I just had lost a best friend. And um I had lost a best friend, and I didn't know who was there for me. I didn't know how to deal with my problems or anything like that. So I quit school. And as it may seem, I quit high school and everything like that. I you didn't see me go to school for like 6 months. I didn't go to school. My dad forced me. I didn't want to be there. I would go like half day and you know get out, and I would not go to school, to the point where my both of my parents had to go to classes for like the city, and kind of like see what your kids deal with. So there was that thing. Up till of last year. No, 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 no. We're in 2020, so I would say around like 2018, around December. Yeah, around December. I decided to go back to school 2018. And you may be asking, oh, but did you finish high school? No, I didn't finish high school. And up into like 2018, I was supposed to be a graduate, I think in like 2017 or 18. I think it was 17. So this video isn't as easy to say because like I dealt with my mom and then now you're dealing with me. This is a very embarrassing story for me to tell just because it's like, it may seem easy, but it's like, it's very hard for me to say it. But yes, I have officially graduated high school. I'm graduating on January 28th of 2020. I am a student at 2020 of high school. You know, I'm a graduate of a high school. Now, it isn't easy, you know? A lot of people are like, oh, but you went to college. I was like, yeah, but do you think it was easy for me to say that I was in high school at age 19 or 20? Like, I'm 20, I'm about to turn 21, but it's not easy for you to say, like, oh yeah, I'm still in high school and I'm a 20-year-old, or like, I'm a 19-year-old. And like, what grade are you? And it's like, oh, I was a junior. Like, no, I wasn't even a junior. I was a sophomore at like 19. You know, it's not easy to say this because it's like everybody will judge you. There will people who will be judging you, and there will be people that are going to support you. And I know I may lied about me being in like college or anything, but it's really, really hard for me to like say, oh, I'm just barely graduating high school. It's very, very hard for me, you know. But I just want to let you guys all know, as it may be hard for me or for others to say that they're graduating high school or they quit school because of depression or, you know, not feeling good. It is okay, you know. We all have our own troubles. We do it at some point, you know. I even still have sometimes depression, even to this day. Well, it's not really, you know, I have anxiety sometimes here and there. It's not very common, but I also get depressed a little bit, and it could take a real toll on me, you know. But, you know, I just want to let you guys know that if I can do it, you guys can do it, you know. As long as it takes you, like, go for it, you know. Finish your school. Trust me, you're gonna need to finish school. And I've told that to my brother because my brother's also having trouble with school, you know. And I just want to let you guys know that it is okay to graduate a little bit late as long as you do it, you know. And if you're happy with yourself, that's the greatest feeling, you know. And that's what I feel now. Like, back then I didn't want to graduate high school, and then like months ago I didn't even want to say that I was graduating high school. I didn't even plan on making this video or anything like that. I just wanted to finish high school in secret. But then I was like, but then people would know my secret, you know, later on. Because I was like, oh, I'm not, because I was like always studying pharmacy, and that's what I always wanted to do. But like sometime like in November 2019, I kind of saw leaning towards pharmacy. I just didn't want to do pharmacy because I was like, I'm going to take too long with pharmacy because, you know, I'm going to be basically a college student. I was starting my college, you know, at 21. Being in a pharmacy, it requires for you to be in about like 4 to 5 years. And I didn't want to stop there. I didn't want to just do, you know, pharmacy work. I wanted to become a doctor. You know, all these other things from like in the medical field. I was very into it. I'm still very into it. But it wasn't a thing that I wanted to do at the end, you know? So I'm going to be graduating high school in January, and I will tell Austin's my editor today. Austin will be putting a clip of me graduating high school. So, yeah. Here it goes.
Leslie Ovalle.
Melissa Esquivel.
Andrew Doe.
Terry Rivas.
And yeah, I'm gonna be graduating high school. I have my cap and gown. It's all black. I have the 20. But yeah, you know, this video is just me being real to you guys on why I haven't been streaming, haven't been recording, haven't been able to play with you guys. It's just like I just haven't had any motivation. I've been busy. I've been stressed about my schoolwork because I needed to finish at a certain time in order for me to graduate and walk. It's not required. I did home studies, and I can literally graduate at whatever time. So I went to a school called Options for Youth, and I've been there since I was approximately like 17. Yeah, I was like 17 or 18, and I've been there since now. And they've been very, very helpful. I've lost some teachers that I really loved, and I was sad, but it's like the school is very, very helpful. So if you guys are dealing with anything like with public schools or private schools, it was like if you want to graduate high school at a fast pace or you're behind in credits, go to homeschooling or online schooling. That's what I did. I did homeschooling and virtual. The difference between them, homeschooling is you get packets and you take them home, right? That's what I did for a very long time. I went to a different school. I would go like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and I didn't like my teacher. I didn't really like how she would teach me. I was like the only student ever there, and not Options. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you get confused. I'm very jumpy. My conversations jump from here to there, but I didn't like my teacher. She was kind of rude, and like there was like one time I didn't complete a work because I was really, really down. So I didn't have a therapist at the time either, so it was like I was really down. I had no motivation to continue on with my studying still, and it's like she just like kicked me out. There was nothing else I could do, so I went to Options for Youth. There, I learned how to be more independent of myself and doing my schoolwork and doing other things. I had a bunch of teachers willing to help me if I was behind my classes. They were very, very kind. Like, I don't have any complaints of Options for Youth. I only had like one complaint of my one substitute teacher that I did not like. She, But, I do suggest if you guys are feeling down or you feel like public schools or anything like that isn't something for you to be motivated in like graduating, or you're feeling down and like you just want to be at home most of the day, you could do home studying. That's an option. You could talk to your parents. It might seem weird for your parents because it felt weird for my mom to be like, you're home all day, you shouldn't be doing something. And it was like, I just felt better. I felt better being alone than having to deal with other people judging me at school. I also didn't have friends like in schools and like public schools, so that was like more of a reason for me to be homeschooled or virtually schooled. So yeah, Options for Youth. You can literally, I'll put their link below if you ever are considerate of wanting to do virtual studying or homeschooling. I will put their website down below. So yeah, so that is my story of me not being able to stream and record. I've been busy with my mom, helping her. I was also doing homeschooling, which is for high school. That's why you see me most of the time here. You don't ever see me offline. So now let's get to the interesting parts of another reason why I'm doing this video. So as I said in my Discord a couple of days ago, today, which is on the 16th, I said that I had an announcement. So after I graduate, which is in January 28th, I will be doing streaming basically full-time. Yes, I'll be doing streaming full-time, and I will also be recording more. So we're gonna have to find Raisin, my editor, my regular editor, and we're gonna be recording stuff. And I hope you guys enjoy this journey with me and are very supportive, because I'm taking time off of school to focus on streaming. It's a hard decision because it's like my family expect me just to like graduate high school and go straight to schooling, and it's like I didn't want to take that. I was like decisive of like, do I want to study? Do I want to do streaming? Do I want to do recording? I love streaming. I love recording. Recently, I've just been tired to do it, and like I've been fixing my sleeping schedule, my eating schedule, so you know. But we're going back into full-time streaming, and I can't promise you like everyday streaming. I can't promise you that, but I can you know, I can promise you that I will be streaming a lot more now. So it's basically full time. So I'll be doing like 5 hours. Of course, it's gonna be very hard for me to continue the 5 and plus hours that I used to do, but I will be trying my best to keep up more than 2 hours of streaming time, and also be focused on you guys because I want to be part of you guys' lives, and I like how you guys accepted me to be part of your life. I want you guys to be part of my life, you know? I'm always there if anyone wants to talk about my situation or anything that you guys have to deal with. I've had a bunch of people literally write me. I'm not trying to be as like, oh, I'm a therapist. I'm not medical, I'm not licensed. I'm not licensed to help you with that, you know? I'm gonna finish off the story, but yes, I will be back onto streaming. I'll be recording, and yeah, that was my announcement. Yeah, expect more of these. Also, we'll be hopefully doing a new YouTube channel, and that's gonna be for beauty, and it's gonna be mostly my cosplays because I want to do more cosplay. So that's something that you guys can also look for. Yeah, and also like DIYs or my my like vlogs. I'll try to do vlogging. I'm a little bit shy outside with people, but it's something I can can get used to it. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys want to see like more of of like Rocket League or League of Legends, Fortnite, Minecraft on my channel, which is this one still. You guys let me know if you guys want to see that. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and please like and comment, I guess. Usually Austin does that, but I'll catch you guys all later. Bye, peeps.